So based upon that, today our class is belonging to the feasibility study. Under the feasibility study, today we are going to discuss about the operational feasibility. Operational feasibility is nothing but how you can organize your own business. That is the operational feasibility. Need not worry about the product, but you have to worry about the process. How you can deliver your product, how you can set up a business. In case of small business, it is very easy. Only one person is the sole trader. He himself buy and sell the product. For him, everything he will manage. But now the world is not like that. You can see, even 6 months back, you never thought about Zoom, but we are sitting in front of the Zoom and handling classes in this manner. So now the organization has changed tremendously. So in this juncture, we are going to discuss about the operational aspect. Operational aspect means how you can design a system. System in the sense, the process. How easily you have to design the process, maybe for selling or even for the service oriented organization, how you can do that one. Whether it is possible with the help of our resources. We are having a very good resources. Biotechnology students may say that you you are having a very good knowledge about the process, but how you are able to execute that one, that is not an easy one. The operational feasibility you have to see. On the other day, I told the story of one of the travel and tourism industry, how they created an adventure tourist with the help of very good marketing plan. But operational activity is also a very important thing there. They send one ship, they send some of the products to safeguard the customers from the big waves, tsunami waves. They planned clearly. According to their marketing plan, they design their operational feasibility successfully. That is what their success. Likewise, dear students, if you are preparing your venture, you must know clearly how effectively we can manage human source, how effectively we can plan our own resources. That is coming under the operational feasibility. We'll see some of the examples. Here, you can see that one. The operational feasibility includes different things. Even the roadmap, where it starts with the project. What will be your project? Now you are able to do alone. But when you are coming to the market, whether you can do alone, that is the question mark. You have to decide. Computer science students, you are having a very good app in your mind, but how you can bring that app. Zomato first decided about the app, then they tested with the public how it will work well. So you have to prepare and one schedule. Then we have already discussed market and regulatory assessment. Some of the cases government won't permit. You have to consider that one. Then some of the challenges you may employ, some of the persons they may not have the access or knowledge about some of the area. We have discussed in case of Flipkart. When Flipkart Bansals introduced the everything through the technology, they identified one person. I think we have discussed Ambur Ayyappan. Why they selected Ambur Ayyappan? Because he is the person who knows the entire Bangalore city well. Lanes, what are all the small lanes, what are all the different places in Bangalore, small places. He was born and brought up in Bangalore, but his forefathers are from Ambur. They selected that person who was not educated like IITians. They selected, the reason is Operational challenges. Only if you recruit a person who knows Bangalore well, he is able to distribute the product well to the customers. That is why, in case of Flipkart, they identified a person called Ambur Ayyappan, and he has been appointed for the supply chain network. He is not an engineer, he is not an IITN. That is the operational feasibility of Flipkart. That made it success. Even now you can see the Amazon, how the Amazon is struggling in some cases, but even though it is making success, but then energy, even the storage, if there is no sales, whether we are able to store that what? During the COVID period, in the beginning stages, during the March, we faced the problem of storage of petrol. No, previously everybody used petrol, every bunk they used to sell. But suddenly from March 24, the government announced the lockdown. What happened? No vehicles in the road. Even trains were not running. Petrol bunk faced the problem of storage because some of the tanker lorries are coming where they have to store. So a very important thing, especially in case of chemicals. If you are buying chemicals, you have to decide because you may be practiced inside our campus, but when you are doing your business, you should be very, very careful where to store, how to store these chemicals. Then the technology. Technology may change. That's what one day I told the example of Hindustan photo films in OT in Tamil Nadu. What happened? Hindustan photo films used traditional films only. In those days, when I was studying, we have to take photo with the help of a camera. We used to insert the film, maximum 36 snaps we can take. But now it is not like the technology has changed. Nobody is using that film cameras. Every using your mobile phone, you are taking per day itself 400, 500. See that one technology changes. You have to study the technology, especially in case of software. You have to update your software frequently. Is it possible? Then some of the optimization techniques, very important thing. Otherwise, you can't control your cost. Then designing, that is, we need design thinking. We have discussed about the design thinking. But another thing, environmental impact. Suddenly they may close anything, laying the roads project. Very, very important thing. We have to identify what are all the environmental challenges. Finally, you have to design the use cases. Use cases are nothing but old is gold. You have to learn everything from experience. First stage, you can't implement everything. You may have very good dream, you may have very good idea, but it is impossible to implement immediately. Even if it is possible, first stage s- goes slow. Slow and steady wins the race. That is how you have to plan your operation. That is what this diagram says. How you can plan. All these are all coming under the operational feasibility. It also includes the another feasibility called technical feasibility, the practical one. Technically, whether it is possible, especially in case of lab oriented products, what our technology is saying. If something changed, how you are able to adjust. That is the technology feasibility. It is also one part of the operational feasibility. That is why, simply speaking, the operational feasibility used to give answers for this thing. It is used to measure how well the solution will work in the organization. When Zomato decided to follow the principle of Zuki, They clearly designed how well we can follow the strategy of Swiggy. Copycat entrepreneur. They planned well, but immediately Swiggy changed the design. Then it is measure of how people feel about the project. You can design according to you, but it is not a business. Be clear. You are planning for your customers. This operational feasibility is aimed once again the customer. If you are planning for a microbiology lab, you have to design where the customer will come, how he will come, where is the entrance, how he will go. Because suddenly you may receive corona patients also. He may not know whether they are tested positive or negative. Suddenly they may enter into your lab. How you have to design? It should be based upon the customer requirements, not based upon your requirement. That first thing you must understand. Even if you are designing a very good app, the app is for the user, not for you. You may say it is very tough to plan like that, but customer is asking for that manner. The client is asking, so you have to change. That is important thing. In case of operational feasibility, you have to see how the customer is thinking. Then urgency of the problem. Every time you can't say that we will follow the hard and fast rules. Suddenly a COVID patient, you assume that a person with sickness is coming, with cough is coming. You have to complete that work quickly compared to others. That is the urgency. Is it possible you are planning like that? That is important thing. Time management. Very important thing, especially in case of the microbiology labs. The feasibility is purely based upon the urgency. Suddenly a person may call, sir, where is the result? My dad is very serious condition. He already given the blood samples to check with you. Now doctors have not diagnosed anything. Is it possible to give? But there are some process available. You have to keep some samples for minimum 24 hours. All these things you have to maintain. Then only you are able to supply the result. The urgency is very important thing nowadays. Then whether the problem worth solving. Some of the thing you may have a dream, but it is impossible. Especially in case of software people, they may think that everything will be solved with software, but only in case of system development stages. When you want to test that one, you will find some difficulties. In such case, you are ready to change. That is the professional qualities of the entrepreneur. Then how the end user and management feel about the problem. End user may be customer, end user may be another business people. Whether your system is able to adjust according to that one. Even if you are running a small travel and tourism agency, suddenly for one of your tourists, some incident might have happened. He may be affected with some deadly disease or small accident. How you are able to adjust that one? That is the operational feasibility. You have to consider all those things. In case of travel and tourism agency, I think some of you have visited the Kulu Manali. There are number of things there. Boat, river rafting is there. You have to put your everything belongings in one place. Then you have to take a one raft there. You can sit and enjoy the Himalayan waters. A flow will go for minimum 3 or 4 kilometers. Once again, you won't come to that place, but you have to keep your belongings. If anything went wrong in the rafting, they may pull you and even sometimes push you. If they are pulling you into the river draft, how you are able to adjust? These are all adventure tourism. These are all things happen. Any negative things happen, how you are able to manage. You can't escape as in travel and tourism. That is very important thing. Tour operators, they are taking such a risky job. So in the planning stage itself, you have to check how it is working. Is it possible? How our idea is working? Your idea is very good. Social entrepreneur idea is very good. But whether the society is accepting us as a social entrepreneur, that is important thing. Because of the some unwanted incident, some of the organizations are not accepted by the public. The social entrepreneurs are facing that problem. So you should be very, very careful in case of social entrepreneurship. Then the challenging thing, transparency is very important in operational feasibility. Transparency means whatever the business you are doing, you are able to tell even if there is negative thing comes, you have to accept. That is the challenging one in entrepreneurship, because in beginning stages there are number of problems will come. You have to challenge that one. If anything goes negative, your mindset should accept that one. That is why this cartoon is very important. Some of them mention that our product is going good, brilliant, they may say. But when they are ready to visit your place, what is your answer? In case of one of my students who run one textile business in nearby Tirupur, yes, one place in Tamil Nadu which is famous for Oseri products, used to run a textile unit in Tirupur. He received orders from Mother Care. I think you know, very good agency from which is head office is in London, UK, Birmingham. From there, he received orders. So what he decided, he was very satisfied person. He used to even send me the message, sir, my vision is mission is going to be achieved. First export order I have received, you know who is the client, Mother Care. I also sent the message, very good. Then within 2 days he called me, sir, they sent the orders and they are telling that within 2 weeks time they are ready to visit our unit in Tirupur, a textile unit. Whether these people will come, he is having doubt and asked me. I told definitely they will come. See that one. Saying, how can we permit them? How can we tell the process? We are using child labor. He is openly telling, sir, in case of government school students are going, afternoon they will come and they are working in our dyeing plant. Every day we are giving 100 rupees. Then they will take to their home. If mother care people will come, whether they will see all those things, whether they will tell anything about, he is asking. I told definitely child labor should not be there. Mother care people will definitely visit your textile unit because they ordered it for huge amount. According to him, in those days, I think 3 years back, I think in 2017, he was telling that the order was around 2 crores. Definitely, mother care people will visit. They will visit your factory. What are all things in the factory? You have to tell. Sir, in the quotation I mentioned that we are not using child labor. That's a very big question there. We are using an power loom purchased from Germany, but actually we are using only second-hand machinery. What can I do now? Within 2 week time, I can't replace all those things. Within 2 weeks, they mentioned that anytime we will come and visit. See that one. It is challenging one. No other way. That is why, dear students, we have to be ethical. And our organization structure, we have to mention clearly These are all important things because you never aim for short-term profit. We have to aim for long-term profit. Of course, he showed some different place later on for the escaping since he was having link with some politician. When the mother care people came, he shown some other thing. I think some of PAP is one of the famous organization in Tirupur. He showed that organization for mother care. Why? Because they less transparency. Then he realized. Now he is telling he's having a very good unit, no child labor, all are new machines imported originally from Germany, the looms. See that one. When you are planning for that one, in the beginning stage itself, you should be very, very clear about your challenging job. That comes under the operational feasibility. You have to see the laws, regulations, same thing. Then, very important thing, how you are going to manage human resource. Human resource is very important thing. Human resource means whom you will appoint. In case of the one of the example we had discussed in Ola, when he started his Bhavesh Agarwal started his business, his father only joined hands. The first investment was made by his father in Ola. He find very tough to recruit the people, and he find very tough to identify the sample size of the drivers in Mumbai because even though he is from north, his office is from Bangalore, but he tested his Ola cab in Mumbai. He find very difficult to convince 200 drivers in Mumbai. That's a very tough job. That's why he has taken the heart of the Mumbai city nearby Nariman Point. He has identified that place. Very tough to manage the drivers. Drivers are saying what you are saying because drivers doesn't know anything about the technology. He's selling, I am using this app, you will get this thing. But strictly speaking, these drivers doesn't know anything about the app. They doesn't know even exactly how to use the cell phones. That is the problem we are facing in case of these type of operational feasibility. But you have to overcome that one. Everybody mentioned that Ola is a failure one, but he made it as possible because his operational design is in such a case that it is feasible. Anybody can use this app, easy to train. Your app should be very easy to train by the people. Customers, we need not worry because customers definitely, yeah, only if they knows how to use the app, they will book the cab. But the drivers, in those days, they doesn't know. But he trained them well. See that one. That is the operational feasibility. There is some flexibility also. He managed 200 drivers as a sample. Even in case of the lab, the patient centric outcome you have to see. Patient centric, I already told. If a person is coming with some disease, you have to give them first preference. Your structure should be in such a manner. Your organization plan should be in such a manner. Or running a very good lab. Suddenly a patient is coming. An accident, a person met an accident, his blood is going. Suddenly he is giving a blood. Sir, check this blood. If any problem comes, somebody will identify that one. Same thing happened for our students. So immediately you should have a provision to check everything. By that time, you can't say that I am not having that chemical, this chemical, or this equipment. If small thing happens, your organization name will spoil. If you are giving a with the help of such type of urgency, if you are giving any negative thing, immediately your entire lab will be closed. So in organization feasibility, you should be patient centric outcome. Never think about you. If a patient suddenly comes to test all these things, whether you are having sufficient equipments. That is thing. You may invented a new machine, but only one machine is available. Suddenly, number of patients are coming. How you are able to manage? That is why in operational feasibility, you have to see all these effects, how it is going to be done. Here is an operational feasibility of one software firm. I think as an MCA student or computer science students, you might have studied in system analysis and design. SAD. Same thing. System analysis and design is very important thing. You have to plan all the 7 steps in system analysis, starting from the small one, data, to check your sample. Very important thing. You have to test your software. Software testing is very important thing. Without testing your software, you can't move to any other thing. Some of the students are failure because they may not test their software. According to that Bhavesh Agarwal, he mentioned for Ola, he checked the entire application with more than 5,000 customers plus 200 drivers. He mentioned in his book that for 2 weeks he never slept because he's sad. That is system analysis and design flow is exactly different. He has to check if any small flaw happens, everything will collapse for Ola. That is why Bhavesh Agarwal once created a software. He followed the entire process of system analysis and design. Whether we can test independently, very important. If you are testing, you should not be a part. You have to test in independently. If you test along with your friend, he will say, no problem, everything is going well. They won't tell. So never relay your friends, never relay even your enemies. Give to independent person whether it is testing. Because in case of India, we are living in a social affinity. Your friends will every time safeguard you. You are doing well done, doing well. But when it comes to the business, you should be very, very clear. You have to give the software to test independently. Then only how it is performing. If it is a software security, security systems are very, very important in case of software. That way, if you are using the mobile app, that is important thing. Recently one of the our students, I think 5 students from MBA, they made a very big complaint. What they are telling that they purchased one wristwatch. Since this COVID period, this wristwatch will measure everything, your oxygen level, that is oxygen meter, your pulse, everything. So what it says that wristwatch is somewhat priced less in one of the organization. You have to put in the thumb and you have to insert like that, you can find. But what happened, this app recorded the thumb impression, which is available with the Aadhaar. In case of Aadhaar also, we are having the thumb impression. This app, with the help of this app, they have taken your thumb impression and they used to have changed the Aadhaar also. Of course, by that time, they recognized, they sent another message to their cell phone. By the time they realized that how they have taken the fingerprints. See that one. So the security features are very, very important thing, especially those who are engaged in software. Then remaining thing, the documentation process is very important thing. if anything goes wrong, we are able to find out where it went wrong. That is the systematic process we are following in testing your organization, not individual product. Individual product you'll study in the next unit. Likewise, in case of microbiology lab, what will be your feasibility? Your feasibility should have an objective that maximizing lab performance. Be clear. That is the core value. For that, you must know how to improve the speed, the lab accuracy. That's what I told. If anything goes wrong in case of lab, very big issue. So the you have to maintain the accuracy. You have to prepare whether you are able to give accurate data or not. Then you are able to connect the people. You are able to tell clearly the answer, especially with the help of exact codings. In case of microbiology, when your result is going on, you have to tell what is the blood count, what is the sugar count. You are able to tell everything exact time. Time is very important thing. Accuracy and efficiency. Efficiency in the sense whether you are enabling the patient. The purpose is if a sugar patient is approaching and checking the sugar level in the blood, it means that he wished to reduce the sugar. You should not discourage them. Suddenly, you may say your blood sugar is exceeding 140, 150. You are facing that issue immediately. You can't tell like that. He has to approach the doctors and they have to get that result. But in your result, you should be very clear. You should not say you are eating more sugar, so sugar level is increasing. Your answer should be clear. You, as per the present report, the sugar shows this level. You can meet the doctors, medical persons, and get the suggestions. You should not give any suggestions. That is also coming under the efficiency. Dear students, it is a very important thing. In case of one of the organization, I think Thyrocare, you might have known, Thyrocare persons created a very good operational feasibility. You can call that person, they will come to your home, they will take the blood samples, they will go. But they never reveal that you are a cancer patient or your pressure is high, your sugar level is high. They never tell. See that one. That is the efficiency. I hope you know about the thyroid care. So, when you are planning your business, these are all essential, especially with relating to the technology, microbiology, and biotechnology students. For the journalism student, the feasibility, I think some of you mentioned, is entirely a different thing. It is equivalent to a prototype. We'll see the meaning of prototype later on. But the organization feasibility, you have to see. Very important thing in case of journalism student, if you are shooting a particular event, whether a people is going to see in a small screen or in a big screen, you have to decide based upon that. You have to change the pixel elements and other technicality that I don't know. You only know that one. You should be very clear in case of feasibility. You can see in case of IMAX, when it introduced that one, they checked like a prototype in Pune. First time in IMAX, of course, they started in Gurgaon first in nearby NCR region, but in Pune they checked what will be the audio level, how they are creating the ambience, how a film should looks like if you are sitting in different places, how that amplification of your audio is coming and whether the film is able to view. They checked for 45 days with different persons in Pune before the product came out. See that one. That is the operational feasibility. Each and every stage they have checked that one. In case of film shooting, it is very essential. You have to think what are all the operational feasibility. You can't say that I am going to run an advertising agency. I am very good in journalism. I know everything. So I can take an advertisement or I will go for an creating a documentary. You have to know. I think you know these different standards for documentary films, different standards for advertisement films. You must plan. This is called the operational feasibility, pre-production. How you will plan, scenarios setting, script writing. Is it possible? Recently, our college students released during the Gandhi Jayanti. I think one our college choir. Some of you might have seen in case of YouTube in all the languages. That is very important thing. You can hear the same thing in Gujarati. You can hear in Hindi, Kashmiri, Assami, even to the end level, Malayalam and Tamil also. See that one according to the different cultures, they created that one. That shows how clearly they plan their operational activity. So that is the pre-production. You must know that one. Production, when it comes for the shooting, what are all the things you needed? You are having very good camera. In that camera itself, you can't say that it will do well. There are some standards. After that, whether we are having sufficient place for editing, music, you can't use somebody music. You have to compose your own music. You have to depend upon third person. Then the output, which file format you have to use, whether you are using a big screen or small screen or TVs, you have to design. These are all called the operational. Dear students, I have given the example for journalism, software, and microbiology also. So, when you are going for the venture type, you should be very clear about what you are doing. These are all the things called the operational feasibility. That is why some other manner they used to call it a scoping study. Some of the, if you refer the European books, instead of feasibility study, they used to call it as scoping study. Only for that I have shown that one. So as a conclusion, in case of operational feasibility, it is also called as behavioral feasibility, technical feasibility. What we have discussed has been summarized here. Very important thing is the second question. It finds whether operations of the proposed system is easy. You have to plan the work very smart, not with very tough. It may take more time, but you have to work in a smart manner and solve that one. How smartly you are planning your business, that is the success in your operational feasibility. Okay. Here, technically speaking, we are using one technique. I think some of you might have studied, but I am telling this example for the ventureship, project evaluation and review technique. Even it is also called as program evaluation and review technique. Some of the MCA students, they might have studied in OR paper. That is technique. But here there is no problem. Don't worry. Simple thing. If you are planning an organizational study in marketing, we have discussed, you must know 4 P's of marketing. You know how to branding. In case of finance, you have decided break even point. You must know. You must know the payback period. Same thing. In case of this type of operational feasibility study, you must know one concept called PERT. How quickly, how many days it takes to solve a particular problem. How many minutes, some cases minutes. If a customer is coming to your lab, how many minutes it takes. to complete all the process and moving out. If you are designing the app, how effectively this app will solve the problem of the customer, how quickly he is able to solve that one. This purpose we used to estimate the time, because time is very important thing, because time is having the value now. So in this PERT, project evaluation review technique, we used to estimate the time. We used to call it as optimist time. Within how many days we are able to complete a particular work, or is it possible to complete quickly? What will be the pessimistic timing also? If everything goes wrong, what will be the maximum time you are able to complete? Then the critical path. We used to estimate with the help of this thing. For this purpose, we'll see a simple example of today. I think you know about the chili sauce and tomato sauce. So since most of you know you had a very good lunch, I think today also some of you had your tomato sauce. So I'm telling this example for that one. If let us assume you are going to manufacture this tomato sauce and going to sell a simple one, so everybody can understand. So first thing, you have to design what are all the process involving in creating a sauce. That is the first operational feasibility. Be clear. At first, you have to decide how effectively we can make some tomato sauce. Simple thing. You have to buy tomatoes, washing, wash the tomatoes, sorting, blanching for 2 minutes. That is, keep it in the water. Then you have to peel that one. Then take that pulp with one third sugar. Then you have to mix with the tomato sauce. Simple thing. What you are doing, even though you know well, but your process should be clearly mentioned. This is a simple algorithm, we can say, for the tomato sauce. Then what you will do, you have to plan the process. In house, it is very easy. That is, you have to purchase tomato, remove that one, then you have to put in the manner. But when it is coming for manufacturing, you have to plan like that. Here, you can see in case of the tomato paste process flow, how it is done. How you are going to plan a simple thing, tomato paste process flow. If you want to make with the help of the simple tomato, first thing, tomato fruits, buying that one. Another thing, even when you are buying, you have to find out what is the quality of the tomato. I left that one. Then receiving, you have to plan how many quantities you are going to bring the tomatoes, how many kgs or ton, you have to find out. Then elevating that one. Even unloading, and keeping in a method. You have to design the storage. If you are buying in bulk, you have to design whether we are having a storage for tomato, because tomato is not a non-perishable product. It is a perishable product. You have to design, then washing, then sorting the tomato. How effectively you can sort good tomato, bad tomato, medium. This can be used for sauce making. Technical things you have to use. Then the crushing, preheating. You have to slightly heat that one. Whether you are having that equipment in house, you can make it simply. But when it comes for your manufacturing unit, you can't say that I will do all this stuff. You can't do all these things. In house, you are able to make a tomato sauce. Even within half an hour, you will make it. But when you are coming to the organization study, if operational level, you have to see. In house, you are using with just 1 kg tomato or maximum 2 kg. That's all. But when it comes to the project level, you are going to buy in tons and tons tomato. You have to process the tomatoes in tons and tons. So how you are able to do that one? Whether we are having that one peeling, pulping, and refining, vacuum evaporating, see that one. You have to use the process clearly. These are the things we won't use in our home because we are planning for our own purpose, making small way sterilizing. Very important thing. That is, you have to sterilize that one. Anybody can use at least for 1 month. In during the sterilizing, you have to see that one. In your home, if you are making tomato sauce, you are eating in even within a day. So you need not worry about all those things. But when it comes for the manufacturing style, you must design that one. These are all the challenging job what most of the entrepreneurs are facing. When they are sitting in the home, they assume that this is all very easiest one. Making a tomato sauce is very easy. Why we have to think in a big manner? But really, when you are preparing the operational feasibility, you will know how you can do all those things. These are all the real examples. See that one immediately after sterilizing, you have one side, you have to start the packing for small size, etching, filing, filling that one, then the tomato paste in a bag. One side you will create in a small bag. There we need a machine for that one. You can't depend upon the human people for everything. We need small machine. In home we never use the machine everything. But in if you want to sell a tomato sauce, you want small packets, you have to keep it in that one. Then only you have to fill and sell. Once if you pack, then post pasteurizing. You should be used for at least 3 months or 4 months. Air drying and conveying that one. Then labeling that one. Very important thing because we have to sell that product. You have to compulsorily use the barcoding because if the product is going for shopping malls. Shopping malls, they will scan the product with the barcodes only. So you should have that technology. In home, your mother won't say, or if you are cooking, if you are making tomato sauce, you won't worry about labeling because in our home there is no need for label. We are consuming ourselves. But when it comes to the operational level, you have to see labeling, you have to use the barcode, you have to print a barcode and fix it in that one. Otherwise, the mall people they won't buy because everywhere now it is barcoding only. Then only the final packaging will come. See that one. These are all the process we have to follow. Simple manner we used to say, oh, what is there in making a tomato sauce? But once it comes to the operational level, you have to decide everything. Dear students, that is the thing which most of them will fail to do that one. Here another example they mention. If you are going to bring in a very big manner the tomato sauce, storage is essential, cleaning is essential, seed removal. In house, it is very easy. But coming to the operation, heat treatment, refining, then you have to add ingredients one side, formulation, then pasteurization, then only packing. You have to bring 2 or 3 products at the same time. See that one. Dear students, that is why in case of operational feasibility, you have to plan. Most of the entrepreneurs are failed in deciding the operational feasibility because they assume that it is very easy and they used to say that we are able to success immediately because they had assumed that like a simple example in Our house, our mother is cooking within 10 minutes or 15 minutes, within half an hour, she is making a tomato chili. But coming to the operation side, it is very tough. You can see that one. These are all the process involved in simple thing, making a tomato sauce. See that one. This is prepared by a Chinese authority. However, you can see that one. All these things you have to design. It is not a small one. So in case of PERT analysis, what you will do, you will plan within how many days we are able to make a tomato sauce. Let us see the PERT analysis of that one. Day one, you are buying the tomatoes. At the same time, you have to buy the container to sell that one. Day two, you will process. You have seen how you can process. Day three also, it may go for process. But day three, simultaneously, another activity should start cleaning the container. Then day four, packing. So totally 4 days are essential. So in case of PERT analysis, it means that for making a tomato sauce in a big level, we need 4 days. Because first day activity is two. You have to buy tomatoes and buy the container. In day three also, you can see processing is also going on. Cleaning the containers is also going on. So in case of PERT analysis, you have to plan. Usually we will plan like this. Critical path is 4 days. Starting. Starting in the first day, day one, you are buying tomatoes. At the same time, first day you are buying the containers. 2 days are essential for the purpose of cleaning everything. At the last one day, you are using the cleaning purpose of the container in one manner. Another manner, you are preparing for the pasting. Last day only you are selling. Simple thing. This is called the PERT analysis. You are planning for that one. Critical path here is 4 days for making the tomato sauce. You are able to plan that one. So likewise, in case of entrepreneurship, they used to call it as even PERT analysis essential. That's what I have given in your LMS. You can go through the LMS. It is not for problem, only to understand. I have given the sum in case of your LMS. Usually for the entrepreneurs, you have to do a market research, customer need, product, then who are our competitor, what is about our sample, then you have to decide the product development, potential market, product differentiation. All these are all these stages in the feasibility, which includes financial feasibility, marketing feasibility, and operational feasibility. All these things you can bring in the PERT analysis. That is the concept of PERT. So, dear students, in operational feasibility, technically you must understand what is the PERT. Operational feasibility is nothing but how effectively you are going to plan your process. Okay. So, this is our question. If you are going to run your business, what is your operational feasibility? You can, or you can mention what is your critical path. Say, for example, if you are running a microbiology lab, based upon whom you will prepare your operational feasibility. If you are a computer science student, based upon whom you will prepare the feasibility report. If you are a journalism student, based upon which factor you will prepare the operational feasibility. That is my question. So be ready for the next hour. We are going for the case study. So we will include the marks of your case study. So be alert for the case study. Have very good coffee and have a very good snacks for this next hour. Okay. We will wind up now. We will once again start by 3:30. Okay.